So in many cases where we are seeing when an owner who is completely new to natural building is trying to build a home for himself, he might use cement in the foundation because he is not very confident or unaware about it. But there are methods of overcoming it. You can learn about lime. So when you are thinking of building a mud house, everybody will say, how is it possible to build a mud house without using cement? There are methods to build a mud house without using cement in the foundation or walls or in the roof. There have been many methods practiced traditionally, so these methods can be used in today present day construction also. So she has done many roofing options, out of which one is the Madras terrace roofing, which is done using lime and burnt bricks. This is a technique of achieving a flat roof without concrete or using cement. These days, nobody can think of a flat roof or a terrace without a single drop of cement. In her case, she has done that using Madras terrace roofing. There are many more methods in natural building like the Kiru roof, the limecrete roof and the flat mud roof, where you can have a terrace without using cement.
In the second build, we improvised greatly on the roofing. We use the Madras roofing technique, which is limestone, kadukai, and jaggery, with small, very tiny bricks. We also increased the width of the walls from 9 inches to 1.5 foot. We still continued to use adobe, but we did a replastering after we learned from tunnel. We did a Thappi on the walls, and that worked very well in the rains. Excellent.
After coming to the workshop and learning about lime plastering from the master masons of Rajasthan, she had done plastering of her house in Thappi plaster.
All mud was from the site. The hay was from the neighbor's farm. Stone and limestone not more than 10 to 12 kilometers away.
The beauty is that all the materials are coming from nearby itself. The lime which is coming from a kiln near to the village. But if you think of cement, it is manufactured in a factory kilometers away. So the overall energy spent in manufacturing or transporting materials is very less in case of a natural building.
The cost of construction averaged to around 800 per square foot. To keep costs down was to be very vigilant and to have a continuous management of men, materials, and time. One of the tips to reduce costs is to learn to build as per the season, with the right technique to the right season. To build with cob and adobe when it's rice harvesting season is the best because you get hay at 50 rupees a bundle as against 500 rupees off season. Other times we used rammed earth and earth bag. Another tip to reduce costs is kind of work with the labor because you can save time and material.
There are many different methods in natural building which are very flexible. So the more an owner involves themselves in these construction, they can explore these techniques and can be used in the construction. More they involve themselves in the construction, they can solve the challenges very easily.
Divyalok was to hold a space close to nature to help us return to our own true nature and to experience the spiritual aspects of being human, to love, to support, and to respect all life forms, and most importantly, to be in service to a higher divine will, design, and purpose. So, being close to nature and having your own living spaces, food, and clothing as close to their natural state as possible was something I was willing to get into.
In our experience in Tirunelveli, we have seen very positive changes happening in spiritual world. So it's not only main leaders, spiritual leaders or gurus are changing. Even most of the followers actually really need mud building without chemicals and cement. So, to, when they are coming to know if we can do mud building with herbs and lot of plant derivatives without any other chemicals, the magic starts. And many of the seekers actually want to learn about it. We have seen many persons in our workshops when they do come for our workshops, and they study about it, and they study really deeply, like their travels, in a journey, we can say like that, because it's a search for truth. So, a true architecture, when they realize, and they realize there is a way for it, so the change happens.
The mud buildings doesn't always needs to look like a traditional home. They can have a modern look also. It is just that how much more you are putting your efforts in exploring the methods and trying to take it to your building. The mud buildings can also be built in a very cost efficient manner.
The local villagers were very happy to see a fancy looking mud home and all remembered their ancestors and their younger days.
கரண் ஷெட்டி அம்மாவோட பயணங்களை பார்த்தா உங்களுக்கே உந்துதலாக இருக்கும். இப்போ ஒரு வீடு அல்லது கட்டிடத்தை முழுவதும் இயற்கையாகவே எப்படி பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிற உதாரணமாக அவங்க இப்போ அமைஞ்சிருக்காங்க. அதுக்கான செயல்முறைகளை தான் இப்போ நடைமுறைப்படுத்திட்டு வர்றாங்க.
To revel in the innocence of the forests and trees, the strength of the soil and the mountains, the wisdom of the ancient ways, and the mystery of the waves of silent communication from the Panchatattvas, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. It was all in sync with mud builds. And I owe this deep sense of devotion to the dedicated and inspiring work of Biju and Thanal. After my learning with Thanal, after every workshop, I'd make sure that before I reach my space, that the materials would be available to me. And when the learning was fresh in my memory, I would immediately put it into practice and have all those people involved with me experiment and learn. If you're building a mud home, don't miss the opportunity to be totally involved in it. And please do live in it, not use it just as an icon. Do not be afraid to explore. Put your hands into the earth. There's many a valuable and wise lesson to learn.
We have many queries and requests to work on the online platforms, and for that we are launching our Tunnel Academy, online academy, which we are continuously working day and night with a small team effortlessly, where very young natural builders and aspiring people can not only learn but also can mingle and learn from other natural builders around us. So stay tuned and keep subscribed. Thank you.